How do you see yourself making a difference in the world today?
I wouldn't go so far because I haven't made a hell of a difference in my own life. So I would say I would make a difference in my life first and then start by making difference with my own family or surrounding people and then go for a bigger picture. If you ask about better word, then I would definitely be a better person and then try doing something in a million people back in India who doesn't even have electricity. So I would like to have this microgrid where they are like isolated and they are not connected to the grid, and then just run by the renewable energy.
Okay. Let me ask you
Sorry.
let me ask you a question. So imagination rules the future. You hear about young people making the disruption to old world system. By the old ways of doing things, the age of disruption by the seemingly limitless possibilities for young people of this generation, what thoughts do you have about yourself?
Well, imagination is a great thing. Everybody imagines, but to achieve it, it's a difficult task. So I think change is very different. It's obviously a nice thing, and it's good to have change in everybody's life. And according to the okay, sorry.
Okay, pause.
To what I have or what
Alright.
my plans
Yeah.
are. Well, my imagination is different because, as I said, I want to make a change in India. That's the main thing. So my plans for the world, my imagination is it's for people who might not get access to access to the electricity or anything in the world in the India right now. So they'll be having their own grid where they can run their life and which can make their life easier. And then transport is also a big problem back in India. So if it's possible to make a transport easier and make people's life easier to work around and get educated and eradicate the poverty, then it would be great. So the imagination part is big, but in order to achieve it, everybody has to come along. It can't be just one people's imagination to do all the things. So if people come together and imagine the same thing to achieve it, then it's great.
How do you see how do the community in India view renewable energy as a
I
subject?
must say this. Renewable energy back in India is great. If you listen, okay, we had this presentation on Indian policy of renewable energy. India is the only country who has Ministry of Renewable Energy, and India is very supporting for renewable energy. The current Prime Minister of India, Modi, has done incredible jobs where he has given a lot of people the job in renewable energy, and they have achieved so many tasks in case of solar or wind or hydro and everything. But the main thing, as you know, India is like tropical. They are achieving so much by keeping the deadlines for 2020 policies and everything. So if you ask how is India doing in renewable energy, I think they're doing great compared to other countries.
Okay, how about the lay people in India, like normal people, everyday people? Do you think they view renewable energy as important as how the leaders in India view renewable energy?
Well, before people didn't have knowledge about renewable energy, they didn't want to waste money on putting the solar panel and making use of it. But these days, people are putting up for renewable energy. They are trying to know what it is. They are doing presentations to get to people can know about it and people can access it. And back days solar panels were costly, expensive, but these days anyone can get it and they have access to it and it's cheap. And there's also a policy just been passed this year saying that every institute, every hospital, if they have more than 5,000 square feet empty land, then they need to have solar panels. And also, it's compulsory if you have a house that you need to have solar water heater. So in case of solar, it's good and people are getting to know it and people are accepting the thing that they need to be eco-friendly these days. So it's just a matter of time where people will get more interested in it, and then they start getting to know about it, and then they might join their hands into the climate change or into the clean environment, and then and also the Swachh Bharat, as they have started Swachh Bharat to clean and be hygienic and everything. So it's a developing country and the fastest economic developing country too. So
Okay. What do you see around you, whether if it's in India or throughout your studies in overseas, in the immediate context and in the global context? What do you think is the most important change right now to be made in the world?
in the world,
If you will have to pick one thing.
I don't know about this exactly, but if you just ask me what I have gained or what's my experience so far, then I would be able to explain. But one thing where it could change, or just
What do we have to change in order to improve the world? If you have to pick one thing. Okay, throughout your experience,
yes.
from where you're from and throughout your education, what do you think one thing to change to improve the world?
I would say job opportunities for the people who come from other countries, because, for example, Netherlands, they have the job opportunities and then we can apply for them, but they have this certain rules and regulation where we are not get accepted. For example, you didn't get into one of the companies because of the language barrier, because you don't know Dutch. So something like that, and if they would have made more opportunities for us to make it easy to work in those countries, then it would be good. Maybe to get more knowledge about their countries and how to work, or just more experience. Yeah. To end this by saying that if you have something in your mind to make this world better, then do it. Don't just stand back or just don't keep watching it. If you have something, just do it for a good deed. Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm Souyma and I'm from India, and I'm studying Masters in Renewable Energy in Netherlands. Currently I'm working in a series that's Solar Energy Research Institute in Singapore.